What to text a guy before the first date? It is a headache question because we all may feel texting before the official date is a bit strange. You like to express your enthusiasm. However, you might not want to appear overly interested or, should we say, too desperate. Still, when the day arrives, you must say some, even though it is merely to reconfirm the location and time. Besides, some messages before the first date are also a terrific method to remove awkward and embarrassing tension, as you're all undoubtedly apprehensive. Texting will bring the two of you closer together, and you can even make the partner more excited and looking forward to seeing you than ever. So, what exactly do you need a message? Let's quickly move on to the next part. Rule for pre-date texting. First, you'll have to begin by establishing the pre-date messaging rules. Without principles, it's easy to overreact to make your partner rethink or create situations that make him nervous and confused. First rule, texting should be limited. Some may advise you girls shouldn't text guys at all right before the date. That, in our opinion, is a touch extreme. It's fine to continue chatting with him, but you'll need to ease down the pace a little. Don't text him each minute. We recommend limiting it to a couple of times a day. Doing that will demonstrate your continued interest, save dialogue for the official date, and keep you from appearing a bit needy. However, don't vanish into thin air. Even if you seek to limit your messaging a little, don't fully disappear. You'll leave the person you are about to hang out with questions whether the date of you guys is still at the green light or whether he will be alone on that day. That feeling isn't nice at all. Third rule, consider what you want, then text appropriately. Consider the purpose of the relationship you desire and define your goals. Then, determine the tone of your communications. Avoid having too sexual chats if you long for a long-term and serious relationship. Your partner will misunderstand the signal and think your future date is merely a fling. Yet, if that is what you wish for, just a quick fling, go ahead and do it. Expressing your opinion and attitude in advance with sexy SMS will guarantee he goes along with you. What to text a guy before the first date? First, have simple pre-date confirmation. Sending him a brief text clarifying some date specifics is a simple way to calm yourself and soothe your worries. These texts will show that you are focusing on your date. Moreover, it also supports you a lot. If something happens and he might forget to mention it, he will tell you then, and you are not in the situation of getting stood up on the date. For instance, do we still have plans for tomorrow evening? Second, work out the specifics. To some extent, this is similar to verifying the specifics. The key difference in these messages is that you give your partner a chance to express his favorite or comfortableness on things, and if he wants to make some changes, you guys can share the best first date. This type of text is considered the polite approach. You'll appear attentive and courteous, which are both good attributes. For instance, so, it is the museum upstate, huh? Or what is the best time for you? Third, humor can help to relieve tension. Even the most anxious individuals might shake off his worry when humorous things happen. Humor is a classic method for relieving tension. You may also use it to vent your guy's pent-up emotions before your first date. Most importantly, a lady with a fantastic sense of humor is high on many men's wish lists. Your date will notice that you are pretty laid back. Even better, he will see that the girl he is about to date is so caring even to attempt to make him relax, smile, and be happy. For instance, choose a fun video or meme that you believe will make him burst out laughing and send it to the guy. Make a funny, corny joke. Also, try following in his footsteps. You must reply or follow his lead if he initiates the first text. The main benefit is that you don't need to spend all day guessing everything or take the time to walk through his mind. No guesswork is required because you have all his text. You don't have to start the conversation. However, remember to set boundaries, particularly if he texts you too frequently. For instance, don't just reply to his message only. Instead of doing this, you can raise some questions. That is the way to keep you guys' conversation going. Before your date, tell him that you will be there on your first date. One of the sweetest messages before the first date is to let the man know his date is ready to be there. This method is similar to checking planning or details. But, the idea here is to deliver the SMS on the day you two meet, preferably within hours beforehand. It's unpretentious and entirely reasonable. Furthermore, it demonstrates your dependability. He won't have to worry that his date will disappear. As a courtesy, you will receive a reaction from him suggesting that he, too, is getting ready or even on the way to your guy's appointment location. For instance, "Hey, your date is coming. Meet you up in 30 minutes. I will show up around 10 minutes." A flirtatious text message will pique his interest. You may have known it before in literature, movies, and television shows. Something is often hyped up before its debut to make people interested. There's nothing improper with incorporating a similar principle into your romantic life. You may get your partner excited about the date by teasing him. Send him flirtatious texts expressing your excitement to meet him. Then, how happy he should be when you guys are on a real first date. However, ensure that you spice it up, do not make it too much. The date is set. Your text should be just enough, and do not scare your partner away. Spending your energy on the real date is the strategy. Another note of warning: don't get too romantic. It may appear scary to do anything drastic like write your date poems. Know your audience in person before doing anything specifically. For instance, "I'm greatly looking forward to meeting you. We will have a great time together. Look forward to our date." If something comes up, notify him as soon as possible. Out of the blue, something happened. Isn't it true that life is always not easy for us? If you have an appointment and something unexpected happens, you must notify him as soon as possible. We won't pretend, if it happens, the situation won't seem good. However, informing him as soon as possible will demonstrate your courtesy and prove that you care about your date. Besides, you can also turn this unexpected event into an opportunity to organize another date with him. If you guys can sort it out, he is the person that you should dig down more because he can be sympathetic to the hard life that all of us may encounter. If he wants to go on a date with you, nothing will stop you guys from changing your date. For instance, "Hey, I'm sorry. I have an emergency, and I cannot come on that day. What do you think we will start to reschedule for next Saturday night? I'm afraid I have to take a rain check on Sunday. I am so sorry. Can I make it up for you by Sunday?" We hope that all the analysis, noting, and examples of what to text a guy before the first date will be a booklet for you for your next dating strategy. You will no longer be hesitant before your date with these examples. Visit our website for more tips on what to do on your first date or secrets to a lasting relationship too. Hope your relationship goes the way you want it to.